everybody, and welcome to Gavin Farm. We are in Farming Simulator today on Iowa Plainfield. And right now I'm just going to get this truck lined up for this docking port right, or this place right here, door 1. And then we have several pallets of grapes and olives to get into the actual warehouse. My driver here dropped the pallets off right outside the door and then left the truck right next to him. So I'm gonna get the truck out of the way. And then head back around to the other side, which will just take a shortcut through the building. And I have a fork truck around here. We'll see if we can't get it to do some work here. Trying to get all those pallets. Keep me right back in that truck I just got out. Here he is. Perfect. We're gonna try this. If it annoys me too much, then I'll just start picking them up and carrying them in. But basically, instead of the shelves, they need to go into the doors 9 and 8 and 9. Wow, I'm having a problem with this, And I will have to check that truck to see if there's any left on it, because there was a few didn't seem to register. I'm very bad at driving in game, Cliff. And I'm making $150 a pallet off every olive that goes in. I don't know if that's something that it costs me when I'm. That's part, counting in as part of the production. But I'll take a look at that here in a little bit. And so, like I said, ending yesterday's stream, I am going to be start adding more variety to it, where as the weather warms up, we're going to be doing more actual garden stuff, planting stuff. Um, and that I also have a new camera that I'm going to be putting on my chicken coop that I will be working on this weekend, making all of the um, connections, getting it set up. It's supposed to be one that I can just stream directly to without having to go through a whole bunch of software and stuff. So if I can get it to work, then we'll start including that in all of the live streams, hopefully. At least the ones where I'm inside using a computer. If I'm on the phone, I don't know if I'll be able to do the switch that would need to happen. But it's one of those things I can try and see if I can get it all figured out. There's a couple of other things that I'm going to be working on where I'm able to, instead of just streaming to one platform, I can stream to multiple. I'm going to get my videos across all platforms instead of just one. And then what I'm going to do after I get all these pallets in is grab my dump bed truck, and see if I can get this over to the grapes over the juice, because it doesn't seem to want to take them off the pallets if I remember right. Almost got these all done here. Left out there, 4 of each. What's some real quick here? Okay, so it looks like my mic is still capturing. Weird things are happening in the tech world right now. I'm gonna get them lined up so I can try to grab both of them at the same time. Cut this sit down a little bit. Oh, I had 5. There was one hiding on there in there from me. So, a couple more trips. If I keep actually using the forklifts, I'll have to eventually get a charging station for them. And that knocked that one over. So I'll try to get it picked up and take it on the next one and get this done. Alright, last 4 pallets going in. Then we'll find the dump bed. Perfect. Alright. So that's done. Of course, I hit the button, and now we gotta save the game. We're just gonna maybe tab through. There we go. Maybe it's slowing. Something got the computer being really weird this morning. There's my dump bed. I'm gonna take him over and see if the because the grapes didn't seem to want to go in from the pallets. So we're gonna see if I can get them to go in this way. that I need to. Oh, that's okay. Taking them that way either, did it? Okay, let's try something real quick though. So this is not taking them as pallets or from the truck. So we're gonna have to do this. Make this work. So we're gonna change. So basically, I was unfortunate. It's unloaded. I did not include that pallet that I just. I am in the wrong one. And oh, wait a second. Okay. That's why it didn't work. Which is really. But at least I know now. There's 3 stuff in, and then going back here. The tank. So I got that figured out. First part was it does not take out the pallets. The second one is you have to be on the correct tool to select it. So now we can just keep running back and forth, and I'll calculate that other 1,000 meters out. Eventually. I jump it. I jumped it, and I flipped. And now I'm in his field. You should just buy his field. Okay. No, I should just do this. Yes. If I can do the right one. Okay. That's how we figure the extra pallet that I populated over there. So I fill it up and then I make part of it go away. And as usual, I hate street signs, so that one just went down. I actually don't think it's I don't actually hate them. It's just really cool that in game I can hit them with no there's no cost to put them back up. There's no damage to the vehicle. There's no getting in trouble. I just knock them down and then at midnight they reset. And now my game is lagging. So we may be cutting this stream short today. But now that we have that figured out, learning that the apples for the bakery need to be on the pallet and a certain variety. Because there's one variety, there's two different types of apples in game. One of them works, one of them does not. So, got that going. The grapes have to be off the pallet and into the dump bed. And then I also need to from a silage and straw standpoint get some loaded up here. I know I have silage on this map. I don't know about the straw, but I gotta get the silage and the straw loaded up for skipping over to Mold for the cows. Alright, I'm gonna come over here actually because I see a couple pallets of wood chips. All pallets. Wow, that must have been I wasn't getting money from those pallets before, now I am. I'll keep it coming in. I'm gonna check on the other sawmill here too and see. Because yes, it has. I know what I need to do on this map too when I get over to that sawmill. I need to get it. Get the trees moving and no one's landing here. They're on their way over. Take firewood over to market. I'm gonna be almost into the busy time of year for firewood. Winter's coming. And I think once I get, I know right now I kind of move product a lot between maps. I think once I get going fully, I'll start just building more production points on each. And they'll all be part of the same farm where if something's needed in one, they can transfer it. But for the most part, they'll be by themselves. Because they really should only need each other as they get started up. Like no one's land needs silage, needs feed for the animals to get everything built up. So we'll send it over. Once they get established, they'll get crops growing on their own, production points of their own. Then they should be able to work independently. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Take a look. I'm gonna take a look at the map, see what else I need to get done. But I am going to go ahead and looks like I need to go get coffee picked up and the coffee beans, but I can do that later. Um, because I'm gonna have to reboot this computer, I think. It's acting up on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Cutting it a little short today just because I'm having some technical issues with my stuff. But I thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to support the channel, and it's not just the channel, it's the whole project that I'm starting here from and farming altogether, Gavin Farm. You can keep up to date on everything that's going on my Facebook page, Gavin Farm BUR. You can also check out the website, gavinfarm.com. And we will see you guys tomorrow, barring any more technical difficulties. Bye, y'all.